Hey everybody, it's Cameron with Surfboards.com, just back with another video for you. Today's topic is going to be the top 5 items you need for a fresh start to your surf season. We just got in a huge shipment from Dakine last week, so you're going to notice a theme. A lot of these are going to be Dakine branded items. Keep in mind we carry dozens of brands for lots of styles, colors, and size options. Number one on the list for must-haves for a fresh start to your surf season is going to be rack pads. Dakine always puts out their new colors every year, and the last thing you're going to want is to go to strap your board to the top of your car and find out that your rack pad has gone flat or dead and now has a spot that's dangerous for your board. So always keep in mind the difference between a standard rack pad, which is going to fit round bars, and then you've got the Aero rack pad that's going to fit flat or rectangular bars. We've got a video explaining the difference for those, so if you're unclear on that, definitely check that out. We'll link it. But yeah, number one item that you're going to need for a fresh start is going to be some fresh roof rack pads to strap your board to. Item number 2 for a fresh start is going to be some sun protection, and the best way to get that is going to be a wide brim hat like this one. Dakine is well known for their surf hats. This one's called the No Zone. You can see it's a wide brim 360 hat. They also sell one called the Kahoo, which kind of bends up a little bit more of a cowboy hat design. And then they also have the Indo Surf hat, which is going to be kind of a squashed version of this that's a little less long than this one. Another really popular style from them is going to be their Surf Trucker. These ones have a floatable EVA brim. They've got a mesh back, but it's a nice thick mesh back, one that's going to protect you from the sun. And it's got a chin strap to keep it strapped to your head when you eventually end up in the water. So item number 2 for a great fresh start to your surf season, some hats for sun protection. Item number 3 is going to break up the Dakine a little bit. This one's by Quicksilver, but we carry it from a variety of brands. This is going to be a hooded changing towel. So as you can see, this is giant. Even next to me, it's a pretty large hooded towel. And this means that you can have your soaking wet board shorts on, throw this on right on the beach, strip down, throw on some fresh shorts, and you're good to go without giving anybody a show that they didn't want. So this is a cool camo design from Quicksilver, but we carry these from lots of brands like Billabong, Rip Curl, etc. So yeah, item number 3 for a great start to your surf season is going to be a hooded changing towel. Item number 4 takes us back to Dakine, and item number 4 is going to be a fresh traction pad. Now, these all do come with a few years worth of warranty on them, so we don't expect you to need a new traction pad every year, but it's definitely something that can wear down and sort of get bad without you noticing right away. It's a gradual process, but these eventually do break down, and you will notice less and less performance from them as you go. As you've seen with the previous Dakine stuff, they've got some funky color patterns. They've got the Tropic Dream over here, and they've got Dark Tide over here. Dark Tide would match perfectly with the Dark Tide surf hat, as you can see, and the Tropic Dream matches nicely with the Tropic Dream rack pads. So anyways, item number 4 for a great start to your surf season, fresh traction to make sure you're not slipping off the board. Last item, which kind of goes along with the traction that we just showed you before, is a fresh leash. Now this, of course, is going to be for after you have fallen off the board. A, making sure your board's not going to run into you, anybody else, or get lost in the ocean. B, making sure you've got a ride back to shore. So item number 5 is going to be leashes. This is going to be the Dark Tide Kainui Comp Leash. This is a 6-footer. As you can see, it's a relatively thin leash, definitely for people who are hanging closer to the shore. And if you're not one of those people, Dakine also has their Big Wave Leash, which as you can see is a much thicker cord and much less likely to break. And this one's going to keep you safe if you're out in the middle of the ocean riding huge waves. So those are your top 5 items for a fresh start to your surf season. There's all kinds of stuff. You can get yourself a new board, of course, but that's an expensive investment. But you spend a little bit of money on a new leash, a new traction pad, maybe some new rack pads, and you're going to feel like you got a whole new setup. So feel free to leave some comments, subscribe, ask questions if you've got them, and tune into the next video. Thanks, everybody.